Black Butler isn't just about its main storyline. Hidden within its OVAs lies a treasure trove of untold stories, whimsical adventures, and surprising character moments. From the bizarre Ciel in Wonderland to the intriguing backstory of the Shinigami in the story of Will the Reaper, these special episodes expand the world of Black Butler in unexpected ways. But are they essential to the story, or just fun side content? In this video, we'll break down every OVA from 2009 to 2011, exploring their significance, highlights, and where they fit in the grand scheme of Black Butler. Ciel and Sebastian celebrate the third anniversary of Phantomhive Company by hosting Hamlet as the play for an orphan charity. However, all the actors hired to perform in the play cannot arrive in town for another week due to a shipwreck. Since the play cannot be postponed, Sebastian is ordered by Ciel to make the play a success regardless. Sebastian rallies up the whole group together to be in the play, and they are visited by mostly every character in the series in this episode. Though the plot was ultimately altered, the play turns out for the most part a success. One normal day at the manor, Ciel catches sight of Sebastian suddenly sprouting rabbit ears and a tail. He follows him into a hole in the floor, landing in an alternate dimension where he encounters the other characters in different animal variations. The rat-like Elizabeth and her dodo-like maid Paula, his servants, Pluto the puppy, and the turtle-shelled Viscount of Druid, who dances with him and spins him into the sky. Ciel lands in a palace where he meets Prince Soma as the Duchess, his cook Agni, and Grell as the Cheshire Cat. After eating Agni's curry bun, Ciel becomes a giant and accidentally destroys the palace. Ciel next encounters the lizard-tailed Aberline, who offers him a hard candy. He eats it, hoping to turn back to normal, and instead shrieks in shock at the result. Elizabeth invites the main character, referred to as the Lady, to join her at the Phantomhive ball. When the lady spills tea on her dress, Sebastian gives her a change of clothes, a dress belonging to Ciel's mother. It is revealed that the lady is an assassin sent to kill Sebastian and capture Ciel. The Viscount of Druid kidnaps her. Grell helps Sebastian save her. Upon returning, the lady attempts to attack a sleeping Ciel. Sebastian, already knowing her true identity, stops her. At the ball, everyone gives the lady a surprise birthday party, and Sebastian tells her that he'll spare her, but won't hesitate to kill her if she goes after Ciel again. After the ball, the lady leaves with Elizabeth and throws her knife out onto the road, displaying her change of heart. This episode is filmed meta-style, with the characters acting like actors in the real world, filming Black Butler. They give a behind-the-scenes look at the debut of Black Butler, which became globally famous. Ciel, Sebastian, and the rest of the characters return for the sequel. Use of the green screen effect is explained during Sebastian and Grell's battle scenes in London. When Claude destroys the set after being disappointed with the script, Ciel is rescued from falling debris by Sebastian, who fractures his ankle in the process but stubbornly continues filming. There is never-before-seen footage of the series shown and a trailer for the Black Butler sequel, with surprising twists and parodies. Ciel, now shrunken, meets a caterpillar Lao and a mushroom-headed Ran Mao. The two revert Ciel to his normal size and drop him into the forest, where Grell guides Ciel toward Sebastian. Ciel encounters the Undertaker as the Mad Hatter, William T. Spears as the March Hare, and Ronald Knox as the Dormouse at their tea party. He is then taken to the castle where Madame Red is the Queen of Hearts. She sentences him to death as Ciel's acquaintances throughout the series all accuse him of the pain he has caused them in real life. Ciel is filled with guilt, implying that he feels this in real life. He calls out for Sebastian, who saves him. It is revealed that Sebastian is actually reading a bedtime story to Ciel's soulless body, implying that this took place before the first episode of Season 2. William T. Spears and Grell are chosen to train new Grim Reaper recruits to be admitted into the Dispatch Association. While touring the building, the two explain the rules of the upcoming exam. The last part of the exam requires all Grim students to find a partner and pass the given challenges. While passing a glance over the nervous students, William recalls back to the time when he was a young rookie Grim Reapers, back to the time when he ironically challenged the Grim Reaper exam with Grell as his partner. They were given 1 month to track down a novelist named Thomas Wallace, conclude whether or not he should die. They reveal themselves as Grim Reapers to Thomas, however, he mistakes them for actors. Inspired, Thomas begins to write a fictional novel about the romance between a Grim Reaper and a maiden. It is realized that the date of publication is the same of the execution. Grell disagrees with William about sentencing Thomas to death after seeing how successful his novel might become. Thomas is run over a passing carriage and William arrives to collect his soul. While absorbing the cinematic record into his death scythe, Thomas fights for his life, which causes the cinematic record to flow inside William. Grell saves William from being consumed, and the two work together to absorb the cinematic record. It is then that the two become full-fledged Grim Reapers. Alois Trancy frees a butterfly from a spider web and breaks off one of its wings so that it cannot escape him. He orders Claude to fill his bedroom with flowers and an insect cage to keep the butterfly in. The story is shown in the views of the servant triplets, Hannah and Claude. In the end, the butterfly dies and Alois tries to cremate it, but ends up setting his room alight and begs Claude not to go in fear that Claude will burn and leave him. Alois dreams of being trapped in a spiderweb and describing himself as a butterfly with no wings.